for my huffing and puffing, but well,
Hi guys, how are you doing today? My name is Kidneyjay. The J stands for jerk because my kidneys are a pair of jerks, and that was the dissonant sounds of Foodie Beauty falling and huffing and puffing all over her empire of fast food wrappers and empty water bottles. Because if you have been living under a giant pile of Nashie's wrappers, you would know that Foodie Beauty is back in Canada and she is unwell. She seems to have some sort of respiratory infection going on. This video is not about that, but if you want to know more about that, you can click the link at the top and follow my friend Sansa Cooks because she did a video about what could possibly happen if Foodie Beauty lets her illness go on. But this quick wham bam, no one asked for this ma'am video is about how Foodie Beauty let her Ontario health insurance plan lapse or expire. But before I do get started, if you could please crinkle the water bottle. That is my like button. I would appreciate that. Maybe rustle some fast food wrappers on that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. And I do have members listed down below that helps the channel out immensely. If you want to join there, you can. So like I said, Foodie Beauty is sick, and what usually happens when Foodie Beauty is sick and in Ontario, she is what ER staff would call a frequent flyer of the ER, a term for a patient who repeatedly visits the emergency room, usually about 4 times or more. I would say Foodie Beauty fits that category. And because she was sick, of course, her Beezers were urging her to go to the emergency room.
I have to hold out on the ER for as long as I can. I can't go to the ER. I don't have health care. I thought just shower.
So it seems like while Foodie Beauty was cosplaying as a Muslim and clinging on to duplicitous dick, she let her healthcare lapse, and her healthcare is Ontario Health Insurance Plan, or OHIP. And she was out of the country for more than 212 days, and I guess her health card was flagged. I also do believe her health card had expired, and that's why she didn't visit the ER when she was in the country last time as well. I'll link my video up at the top there. But basically in Canada, we have a Canada Health Care Act, which means eligible residents of Canada must have reasonable access to required health services. Now that's eligible. So Foodie Beauty has to go through the eligibility process again. And it looks like she did talk to someone from Service Ontario. And I guess they told her it'll be a while before her health insurance is reinstated.
So yeah, so I went to apply to renew my health card, right? Well, not renew it, but get it reinstated because whenever you're not in the country for a certain amount of time, you lose your OHIP. So that happened to me. I went to apply to get it back, and I'm waiting to hear. But I have a feeling they're going to give me a hard time because I was out of the country for so long. So I might have to wait months or something for healthcare. So if I die, I die because I'm not paying. They're like, oh, well, if you need, the hospital, just go and pay, and then we reimburse when you become eligible. No. How about no, thank you?
Remember when Foodie Beauty was living her best exotic desert rose life in Syria and Kuwait, and how she shit over the Canadian healthcare system, and now it seems like she so desperately wants it back. Now, as far as paying upfront, I understand why Foodie Beauty would not want to go to an ER. It might not be simple antibiotics and you're on your way. We all know Foodie Beauty has a myriad of health issues, one being uncontrolled type 2 diabetes. They could take blood work, which would cost, and they could find her random glucose is skyrocketed and she would need a bolus of insulin. Maybe they would notice something wrong with her foot and she would need diagnostics there. Maybe she would need a chest x-ray, and all of this would amount to thousands and thousands of dollars. That, yes, our Canadian healthcare system would reimburse her, but Foodie Beauty would not invest in that, even if it's just short term. So Foodie Beauty will get her health insurance back. I am sure of that, but it will be a bit of a wait. And can she stay away from the ER until that happens? That's it for me, guys. Please enjoy this food of quintessential Canadian foodie beauty, high as balls on thousands of milligrams of THC. Bye now.
I'm hearing like pitter patter.